Are you thinking of having children in the future? How did you guys decide it was the right time to move in together?
I need a top up.
The last question of all.
Here we go. Do you want grandkids?
No. Are you ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Okay, ready?
Okay, yeah, ready.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, we have a special guest on the channel today.
Hi.
And I've been trying to convince him to do this video with me for a while, and it took the government putting us in lockdown and a bottle of wine to make him do it with me. So he basically has no choice to be stuck in the house with me.
Great.
So I put it on my Instagram stories for you guys to sort of just fire away some questions. So as you can see here, a few of you have messaged and sent some quite good questions actually. Like they're not too juicy, but just like the basics, which is good. So I've kind of rounded them all up because a lot of them were similar. So I think by the time I rounded them up, there's about 20. So hopefully this can cover everything you want to know about us. It's not too in-depth, it's fine, it's fine. Chill.
I'm chill. I'm ready.
Alright.
For whatever.
Okay, so I'm just going to get straight into it. So the first question is, where did you meet? I'll let you answer this.
Dating app called Hinge. Chloe saw my profile, liked it, sent me a little message.
I don't think that's how it went down.
That's exactly how it went down.
No, so basically, we both met on Hinge, which is right, but on Hinge, if I remember rightly, it's like 5 questions and answers, isn't it?
Yeah, 3 questions and 3 pictures.
Yeah, 3 questions, something like that, yeah. So basically, our questions were quite similar to each other. It was kind of like about favourite thing being food, friends, and something else, I can't remember. Oh, and living in LA.
LA, yeah.
Chris hasn't lived in LA, I have, but he has family out there, so he goes all the time, so he knows it. So we kind of had like a lot in common. And did you message me for? Oh no, I actually, this is really funny because to be fair, I'd never really been on dating apps before this, and joined Hinge. It wasn't too long that I was on it, and I never messaged a boy first, like never would I ever basically. And I don't know why, I just feel like it's better when a guy messages you, but I saw his profile, he looked nice, and then he had all the same questions and answers, like sort of similar things in common.
Yeah, I had like, when I see a dog, I scream like
yeah, that was it. There was a dog one as well, which obviously now we have Bailey. We're both loving dogs. So I messaged him. I think it was like the little face with the tongue out. Here he is. Hi. Say hi to everyone.
Hi.
So yeah, I messaged him with the tongue out because he had basically put something like, I'll take you to your favourite restaurant or something. What was it?
I asked, what's your favourite type of food?
Yeah,
and
that.
You said Italian.
Did I? No, but I messaged you first with the tongue out or something, and then you said about that, right?
Yeah, you messaged me with like the yummy face.
Oh.
And then I said, what sort of food would we go for on our first date? And you said Italian.
Yeah, so basically, I messaged him first, and our first conversations were just about food.
Told you.
Yeah, so that's how we met, and then obviously we hadn't seen each other before, and I think it was after like 2 days of talking, we went on our first date. It moved quite quick, didn't it?
It didn't really work logistically because you thought it was in Birmingham and I thought it was in London.
Yeah, we kind of had our locations wrong, but in the end we went on a date. I think it was like 2 or 3 days later, and that's how we met on our first date.
Yeah, that's it.
So question number 2 is favourite thing about each other. So I'll go first. I would probably say like my favourite, I don't know, there's lots of things I love about him obviously, but I think the fact that you're so laid back, it kind of balances each other out because I'm not a laid back person, and he's just so like giving and caring and loving. So I think they're like the top traits that come to mind. Obviously there's loads.
I like that you've got your own thing going on with influencing and blogging, rather than in a sort of job you don't like, which is what you were in a few years before you met me.
Yeah.
And it's nice to bounce off each other in terms of I've got my work in the city and then you've got your own stuff going on and we meet up.
Yeah. We like that, and that's kind of like a big talking point on our first date, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Among other things.
Yeah. Okay, so question number 3. How did you meet and how do you both know you were the one for each other? So we already kind of covered how we met and where we met. Well, we didn't cover where we met, we went on our first date. We'll probably go into that later on, but how did you both know you were the one for each other? You go on about this all the time.
Right, I've got a very specific type, which is, you know, blonde, blue eyes, fair-featured, bubbly, and Chloe pretty much ticks all those boxes. And not gonna lie, I sort of looked her up on social media before the date, and I was like,
that freaks
wow,
me out.
she's hot. But then on the first date, she was just really down to earth, really genuine, sincere. You know, was really interested in what I had to say and was a great listener. So we just hit it off straight away. So I think, you know, knowing she was like this amazing girl and I was like massively into her before the first date, on the first date, straight after, and then we saw a lot of each other after the first day.
We went on a lot of dates.
We went on a lot of dates in a short period of time, so I knew straight away, like, this girl was the one that I wanted to be with.
That's cute. Yeah, it's pretty much the same, and I think I've had past relationships, and I think for me, when I met Chris, I kind of just knew he was the one, because the same thing, like, he just ticked all the boxes. So kind of like learned my lessons of what I didn't want in past relationships, and then going into a relationship with Chris, it was just so easy and so smooth. Like, it just felt right. Like, I feel like they say, you know, and it's the one, because it just feels right, and it just did. It was just easy. We got on really well. Like, we have our bickers, but we don't really like have crazy arguments to the point where we like very disagree on things, right?
No, we tend to get on quite a lot. We've got a lot of things in common.
Yeah.
I didn't actually tell anyone I was really into her for a long time, because all my mates were taking the mickey out of me, saying, oh wow, he's fallen in love.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we found each other. How did you guys decide it was the right time to move in together?
I need a top up.
Hold on, I'll get him a top up. Okay, so back to the question was, how did you guys decide it was the right time to move in together? I don't think there's ever a time where you can be like, okay, now is the right time to move in together, but I used to live in Stafford, which is back in the Midlands, and I was always in London coming back and forward. I was always staying at my friends here, I was staying at my brother's place. So I was just always kind of in and out of London, and obviously with my work, this is where everything was. So Chris lived in London already, he has his whole life, so I was staying with him a lot, and then Chris gave me a key, and I was basically not living at his, but like had a few of my things at his.
You were living at mine?
Yeah, I was practically living there.
Came down with a suitcase.
Yeah, pretty much. So then I was basically living at his, so we were used to being with each other all the time anyway, weren't we, and living together.
Yeah.
And Chris's flat was kind of coming up to its end of its rent. I was wanting to move to London, and he was maybe going to move in with his mates, and he was just like, you know what, if you're moving and I need to move out soon, then that's just, we kind of decided to do it together, and it worked.
So
it kind of was like perfect timing. Yeah.
And I googled what was normal.
Yeah, he was googling
to move
it.
in with your missus, and I was surprised to see that it's actually in between 6 and 12 months.
Yeah.
A lot of my mates were saying, oh wow, that's soon.
Yeah, a lot of people were like, oh, are you sure? Like, that's quite soon. But
I was back
we just,
on it.
we both just knew it was right, and
keen.
yeah, the question before, we kind of knew each other were the one, and we both wanted to live together because we kind of did anyway. And Chris's flat was so nice, it was a really good location, but it just wasn't big enough for us. And I was living out of a suitcase, and it just got so frustrated to the point where we were like, right, enough is enough, we need our own place, and just do this properly. So that's how it happened. Okay, so how old when we met and how long have you been together? So it kind of covers, yeah, we didn't really cover when we met.
I was 29 and she was 26.
No, 25. I'm 26 now.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So it was basically a year and a bit ago. Yeah. So we've been together a year and a few months.
A year and 3 months.
Yeah, a year and 3 months. So I feel like we've been together way longer, because I just feel like I know
we've seen each other a lot at the beginning, and then we had a really, really good year last year. This year's been a bit crap.
Yeah, because of everything.
Swear on YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah, obviously we're stuck with each other 24/7 at the minute. But last year was one of our, well, we say one of our best years. It was our only year properly together, but we just had the most fun time, like going on dates, and then we were traveling a lot last year on little like European trips. We just had like the best summer ever. And
last year was good.
Yeah, we just had the best year. So we were kind of had high hopes this year. We had loads of plans to travel, didn't we? But obviously with everything that's going on, we can't do that. But you know what? It is what it is, and we'll just make plans for the future. So we're stuck with each other at the minute. Okay, the next question is, do you get your boyfriend to take your pictures, and does he find it annoying? So yes, he's actually, I'm not gonna lie, such a good photographer. I have trained him well.
I don't find it annoying.
No, yeah, he's really good. He, like I said before,
I meant to say that.
Yeah, that was probably one of my other traits that I really love about him. He's so patient. Chris has got a lot of patience, so him taking my photos just works really well. He's really patient and he likes to get it just so for me, bless him. And he knows my angles, he knows all the ins and outs of it now. So yeah, he does take the majority of my photos, especially at the minute living at home. If I don't take mirror pics, it's him that's behind the camera. But obviously when he's at work, I get other people to take my photos. I think this question's pretty much like the same one, whereas the other one was favourite thing about each other. This is what's your favourite part of his personality. So I feel
hilarious.
Like, yeah, Chris will make a joke and crack himself up at his own joke, like literally die laughing at it.
I'm hilarious.
And no one else is laughing in the room, but he is funny. Like you do make me laugh. That is obviously a good factor about you.
There's a saying which is something along the lines of, if you can't make yourself laugh, blah blah blah.
You do. You just crack yourself up.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's obviously loads of things that I love about his personality. Like I said, he's got good patience, he's so caring, he's giving, he's generous. Generous, I can't say that word.
Did you say generous twice in one YouTube?
I can't get it out.
New word.
Yeah, there's lots.
Just in terms of personality, I think you're very, very genuine and honest. Like, you'll speak your mind.
Yeah,
and you don't really have any bitchy, backstabby vibes about you.
Yeah, I'm not about that.
No, that's not you.
No. No bad vibes.
That's probably your best character trait, I'd say.
Okay, next one. What nationalities are you both, and is Chris Greek?
Did someone guess I was Greek?
Yes!
I'm Greek
Cypriot. He always has to say Cypriot.
Well, yeah, because I'm from Cyprus.
Yeah. And I absolutely love it because I love Greek food, I love the Greek culture, love his family and his friends. Well, he has obviously loads of different friends, but his like friends, we call them the Greek lot. They're just amazing. So yeah, I love the fact that you're Greek Cypriot.
I come from North London, which is like a massive Greek Cypriot community. If anyone knows about London, Greek Cypriot life. Yeah,
so we were actually hopefully going to be travelling to Cyprus, fingers crossed, for one of his best mate's wedding later this year. So if that goes ahead, that'd be amazing, because I'd love to go see it with you and be introduced to everything out there, and it'd be amazing. His dad actually recently come and like brought us loads of Greek food, and his uncle sent us like a Greek Cypriot barbecue. Like, we absolutely love the food. Well, obviously you do, but I love it. So how do you deal with pet hates living together?
Oh, don't get me started. Chloe's very messy and I have to tidy up after her a lot. She leaves clothes around the house.
Okay guys,
the toilet seat down.
If you follow me on Instagram, just going to plug myself, at Allchloerose, you will know this is very untrue, and you will know the situation I deal with this one. I have trails of Chris around the house. So like, I'll wake up in the morning, clothes on the floor, maybe clothes even on the bed. Don't know how they got on the bed if we're sleeping on the bed. Then there'll be like, come down the stair, there might actually be a hat on the stair. Come down the stair, there'll be like a trail of socks that probably didn't make it to the laundry basket.
You're exaggerating now. There's no trail of socks. Maybe a hat on the banister, but not
the randomest places. Socks. Yeah. No. My pet peeve definitely is Chris just leaves his crap everywhere. Like, I'm constantly picking up after him, and I'd say that
hold on a sec.
Definitely my pet peeve.
What about all this stuff? Am I allowed to swear on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. What about all the shit you leave on the shower floor?
By that you mean my facial cleanser and my face wash, which
cleanser,
I actually pick up a lot now. It's 2 products.
We have 4 conditioners in the shower. 4.
A girl needs 4 conditioners. So that's definitely...
And I know that you took my facial cleanser out.
I did not take
your facial cleanser out the shower, even though you've got 10 bottles in there.
on Bailey's life, I didn't take your facial cleanser out the shower.
Alright, okay, cool. Definitely did.
The next one is, what are you finding the hardest being isolated together 24/7? I think this is a really good question, because obviously there's a lot of couples in the same boat right now. But oh my god, I am so thankful that I have him right now. And also, I would pick up Bailey, but he's having a little nap. The fact that I have him and Bailey is keeping me sane, if anything, because if I was living on my... I used to live on my own and I enjoyed it, have my own space, but obviously you would go out and socialise and do whatever in the meantime. But so thankful I have Chris and Bailey, and I just find it so easy living with him. Like, it's just easy, isn't it? I couldn't imagine not being with him now. So yeah, we're actually coping fine, to answer the question. But we are really lucky to have the place that we live in, which is quite spacious. So sometimes Chris will be in this room and I'll just go off and be in the other room on my own. And we have kind of like our own time within being together. So sometimes I won't see him for a few hours because I'll either be in the office working or I'll be potting around doing my own thing, and then he'll do his own thing. And I think that's really good to do, because if you're literally in the same room with each other constant, it can get a bit tedious, whereas I actually like having my own space and time. I think I always kind of need that. I'm a bit of an introvert, so I like just kind of like sitting there and not talking to anyone for a while.
Whereas I'm an extrovert, but I'm always on the phone with work.
But he's always talking to people, so it's fine. How do you keep things exciting during lockdown / how's it going for you both? Kind of what we answered before, but in terms of keeping it exciting, we do kind of like set ourselves time at night.
Pretty easy when you have
this
little boy.
He's made this whole time so much better, and he's completely occupied us and kept us busy, and it's just been amazing having him. Like, we didn't obviously expect to be in lockdown whilst having him, but it just really worked out. So he's been keeping us busy and keeping it alive, I guess, and exciting.
He's sleepy.
Oh, he's tired. But in terms of keeping it exciting, like, we'll do our own thing. So Chris will work in the day, I'll work in the day, and then we'll sort of plan to do kind of like a date night. So I'll cook or he'll cook, and we'll sit and we'll probably have dinner together, and we might sit and play games or do a puzzle, or
we'll go for a run.
Yeah,
we'll exercise.
We'll plan to do things within being in the house, and I think that's just like something kind of to look forward to as well.
Yeah, I think after a couple of weeks, I realised I needed more of a routine.
But especially on a Friday night, which is tonight, we'll do like, right, Friday night we'll do takeaway night, and we'll like watch a film or something. So we'll kind of like plan things to look forward to.
We have done a few projects, like do the patio up.
Yeah, we've been doing things around the house too. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Getting rid of some of your clothes.
Yeah, I've been doing clear out. Okay, so the next question, it was actually, I think this is one of my favourite questions, because as soon as it came in, I said to Chris, I was like, we know exactly what we're going to answer for it. Also, out there, I haven't shown him any of the other questions until obviously saying them now. This is the only one he's seen. And it is funny things / situations you've been in together. So I think we've had loads, like we've travelled, and we've, even just like at home, like we have our silly moments, we like giggle, but we've had like quite a few funny things, but this is definitely the one that stands out, and it's pretty much just us, because Chris has always been kind of like known to be late for things, same with me, and I'm gonna put it out there, before this we'd never missed a plane in our life, and then our first trip ever together, we went to Spain to visit my mum and dad, and we managed to miss two flights, and we managed to finally get the third flight.
In the same day?
Yeah, all in the same day. So there was a real like funny kind of like long story, but we won't get into the full story. Basically, the first flight, we woke up a little bit late. I forgot to check us in online, which kind of like made us even more late. By the time we got to the airport, it was just an absolute no-go. So we're like, okay, whatever, let's just scrap it, book the next flight.
We were talking about what time should we book the flight.
Yeah.
And there were two.
You wanted the afternoon to get back at a decent time, and I wanted to get the later one. Because also the later one was cheaper, and I thought we could just have like a day on the beach or whatever. But even the second one that you wanted to get, we still had a bit of time. So I was like, you know what, like we've still got the hire car, let's just go to the nearest beach. I know this really nice restaurant, let's just do that. So we did that, and we left ourselves time. Anyway, the sat nav on the way back led us like the weirdest route and added on like an hour extra to our journey, which by the time we got to the airport, we had like, oh my god, the anxiety of it. We had like 20 minutes.
So we were really, really late for the second flight. And I was trying to get rid of the hire car in the car park, but we drove into the wrong car park.
Oh my god, yeah, that was the first thing.
After being an hour late, we drove into the wrong car park.
Yeah.
Then they wouldn't let us out.
So yeah, then we were stuck in there for even longer.
And then we went into the airport with like 10 minutes to spare. Managed to get through security and check-in and everything like that.
But we were literally like
sprinting,
running,
like knees up, sprinting across the airport.
Yeah.
We managed to make it right to the gate.
And the plane was still,
closed.
the plane was still on the tarmac. The door was closed and we were just like, no!
And at that point, I looked at her and it was the first time I ever thought we were going to have a massive argument.
Yeah, because we hadn't really argued at this.
We didn't have a big fight, and I thought, this is it. Don't make any sudden movements. Don't look at her for too long. Just stay still. And she looked at me and she didn't get angry. She just went, and we went and got pissed in the airport for about 2 hours.
I was like, should we go for a drink?
Yeah, we were just like...
So we booked onto the actual flight that I was on about, the later one, which wasn't too expensive.
But the third flight and then
so third time, lucky, we made it. We got pissed. I got like the biggest bag of pick-up mix. We just got all the snacks for the flight back and we had like the funniest time because we were just pissed and it was just so funny. And all of our families were like, only you two, and that is just like something that we just always laugh about now because everyone knows us as being like late. Even his best friend's wedding, just before the bride was about to walk down the aisle, me and Chris were like running in. So that's like one of our that was one of our New Year's goals, to be more on time. Okay, so how long have you been dating before moving in together? Kind of answered this earlier, didn't we? It was 10 months?
9 months.
Yeah, 9 to 10 months. It seems very short when you say it, and like obviously people had their opinions on it, but it just worked for us, and probably the best thing we did because it actually helped us being together and not the strain of me going back and forward and us just being in one place and settled. How long did you date before making it official?
I don't know how many months it was.
It was
Three?
It was when I had my nose surgery.
That
the
was
night
in
before my
March.
nose surgery.
Okay, so about a month after our first date, I asked her to give him a girlfriend. She said no, because she hadn't met any of my family or friends, and I hadn't met any of her family or friends. So she said, like, I need you to be vetted by my mates before I agree to be your girlfriend. I was like, alright, fair enough. It was a bit tough that night when I asked her, got rejected.
Yeah, it wasn't like...
And I guilt tripped her.
Yeah, it wasn't like a definite no. It was just, I thought it was quite soon, and I think it's a real good key, like when you meet each other's family and friends, and just take them steps, you know, and just kind of like ride it out. And we did that, and then it worked out perfectly. And I love his family, he gets on really well with mine. I love his friends, he gets on with my friends. So there was nothing to worry about. It was just...
we moved through all the stages quite quickly.
Yeah, we did. We kind of just like hurdled through.
So actually making it official was the one thing that we took quite slow. I gave you a key, so.
Yeah, he gave me a key to his flat, and I basically did up his flat with like Zara Home and all the nice little candles and stuff.
Candles and frames and what's it called? Incense burners. Yeah.
This one I feel like you're gonna die, but is marriage on the cards anytime soon? No, it's not. I mean, hopefully maybe in the long run, but not right now. We're so happy with just where we are. Like, we've moved in together, we've just got Bailey. Bailey is a big commitment, so we're just happy where we are. And all of our friends and family are getting married in a minute, aren't they? So I wouldn't say all of my friends are starting, but my family, your family, all your friends are getting married, so we're just kind of just enjoying that.
Yes.
He's sweating. Next question.
I'd like to get married one day.
Yeah, there you go. Next question. Is there an age gap? Yes, there is. And I think this is what is healthy for us, because I always kind of wanted to date an older guy, because girls, they're definitely more mature and know what they want.
Yeah, my mental health is exactly the same as Chloe's, because I'm 4 years older and I'm a man.
Yeah, so I think we level out. So Chris is 30, I'm 26.
Although I'm quite mature.
Yeah, you definitely are, and I love that. So yeah, that was one of the other things that I loved about him, especially.
I was expecting you to say I wasn't there, but yeah.
No, you definitely are. I said that though after the first day, didn't I? He was like such a gentleman, and he was just very mature, and definitely like one of the factors that made me fall in love with him. So, next one. How did you decide what dog you wanted? Ah, Bailey. Hi. Oh, he's woken up. We'll get him.
Hi, boy.
So we definitely made the right choice with this little one. We have wanted a dog for ages. So I've always had a family dog, and we've had a Maltipoo in our family. Chris has never had a dog, and he's such a dog person. He loves them. So we both knew we always wanted a little dog. It was just kind of like finding the right time when we had him, and also, well, had the dog. I didn't know if it was going to be a him or a her, but you kind of always knew you wanted a boy, didn't you?
Yeah, so we thought a small dog, and then I said I really like cockapoos because they're fluffy and friendly and cute. And then we were researching cockapoos, and then we decided on a toy cockapoo, and then just the face of the toy cockapoo, we really liked it, but then we were going through our research and we saw Maltipoos, and they had more like a teddy bear face, and that's why we ended up going for a Maltipoo. And we went online and
yeah, it sounds weird, but we kind of had a vision of the dog. Like we always had pictures, and we were like, that's the exact dog we wanted. We wanted it. Yeah, we wanted it like brown with like a little white tuxedo. And I feel like this seems like really superficial of like how it looks, but I've had a Maltipoo obviously in the family before, and they are just such a good breed to have. Like their temperament, their personalities, they're so clever. So I loved it, but I wanted it a little bit smaller, so that's why we went for the toy size. So yeah, we did a lot of research, especially Chris. He did so much research into it, and I think you definitely need to do it if you're getting a dog. Like it's not just a present or a short-term thing, it's something you have for a long time. And we both were so easygoing on the fact we both wanted the same type of dog, really, so it really worked out. Are you thinking of having children in the future? Let's hint on the fact it says in the future, not now.
You said they were going to be light and airy, you know, we'll have fun with it.
Yeah.
Marriage, kids.
Not anytime soon. I mean, honestly, after having this little one, not that it's put me off having kids, but he is enough. Like, I'm just happy with him for a good while, because he has been keeping us occupied, keeping us on his toes. Ouch. And he's like having a baby, so he's our baby basically, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, in the future, definitely
I don't
yes.
want kids until we're married.
Yeah, we both have kind of agreed on that. Yeah, we're quite traditional. No kids yet, but yeah, we do want them in the future, don't we? We spoke about it.
Yeah, I want a boy and a girl, and Chloe wants like 8 kids or like 9 kids, because she comes from a big family.
I definitely don't want that. I'm the opposite. I do come from a big family, but I know what I'm like. I don't have a lot of patience, so I think 2 is probably going to be enough for me, if anything.
You said you want 3.
2 to 3, I don't know, we'll see what happens. We never know. I feel like you can never just, I feel like people do plan for kids, but for me I think it is what it is, and it'll come when it comes. And the last question of all.
Here we go. Do you want grandkids?
No. This is what your sister put. How do you put up with my brother? You deserve a medal. Yes, Sophia, we agree. He is a lot to handle. I'm just kidding. He's amazing. No, I do love him. We joke.
I think we're a good match, because I'm calm and I keep us both grounded.
Yeah.
I think that's quite big for our relationship.
Yeah. What do I do?
You
keep us organised and tidy.
You keep us tidy, neat and organised, and I keep us grounded. So for that reason, we level out okay.
Yeah, cheers to that.
Cheers.
So that is it, guys. I feel like all the questions that we've answered we had quite a few come through, but a lot were the same, and even some of these were the same. So I've kind of like put them all in. Hopefully answered enough for you guys to get us to know us a little bit better. And yeah, we hope you did like this video. If you have any questions for us.
We didn't need 2 bottles of rosé, only 1.
Yeah, well, we've finished the bottle by the time we've done this video. But yeah, if you do have any questions for us, let us know in the comments down below. If you did like this video, please give it a like, and hopefully we can get Chris back on my channel a bit more. I was thinking of maybe doing like my boyfriend does my makeup kind of video. I thought that would be quite fun. Because we went to, I was asking him about my makeup the other day, and the things he was coming out with was hilarious with what a concealer was and everything. So yeah, I think that video will be good. If you do want to see it, let me know down in the comments below. But until next time, guys, make sure you hit subscribe as well. But we will see you then.
Bye.
Bye.